Hello, everyone. This is Robert Pearson coming to you live from Cherry, Minnesota, home of the Cherry High School Tigers, for a matchup of Section 7A teams, the Cherry Tigers versus the Mount Iron Buell Rangers. This is a last second game that got added as Cherry's game with Little Fork Big Falls got canceled this morning due to all the rain that they've received up there. So, taking the field for your Cherry Tigers today, we've got Isaiah Osama on the mound, Caleb Reinerson at first, Ian Kimmis here at second base. Of course, the stalwart Noah Osama at shortstop, Mason Heitzman at third, Tyler Powers behind the plate, Evan Graves in right field, Noah Sundquist in center, and Andrew Staples in left. Cherry comes in today's contest at 3-3 after going 1-1 at the doubleheader Friday, losing to New York Mills by 1 and then beating Ashby 16-7. I'd like to thank those of you at home who are watching or at work watching or listening. The boys appreciate your support. If you haven't liked this video yet, please do so if you're enjoying the content. If you haven't subscribed to the boys YouTube channel, we encourage you to head over there, click that subscribe button, and hit that notification tab as well. Leading off for the Mount Iron Buell Rangers is going to be Niska, number 2. He's also going to be pitching today. So Niska settles in. Here's the first pitch from the 8th grader. And that ball's going to be lofted high. Shallow center fielder Noah Sundquist calling everybody off, and he's going to settle underneath it and make the nice easy catch. One pitch, one out for Isaiah Osama. I know Coach Kemp stresses the same thing he does every time. He just needs his kids to throw strikes. He feels confident enough in their team defense that if the kids throw strikes, we're going to come out victorious. So coming up the plate now will be Tiedemann, number 11. It's going to be their third baseman. First pitch on the way. That's going to be fouled off out of play right behind the backstop. No balls, 1 strike. So he's going to settle in, working quick now. Here's the 0-1. That ball's going to be fouled back too, out of play. So the young Cherry pitcher gets ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. And that ball's going to be over the head of Tiedemann. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you're going to miss good. So he gets the sign he wants. Here's the 1-2. And that ball's going to be popped up. That ball's going to be out of play right behind me. So Zay stays ahead. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tiedemann. Isaiah induces the ground ball to the third baseman. Mason Heitzman with the good stop and the long throw to first. Caleb Reinerson scoops that up, so it'll be 2 up, 2 down now for Mount Iron. That'll bring up Tapio. Tapio, their shortstop. Young man's a spark plug and one heck of a football player, earning all conference and all state honors. So he's going to look at a first pitch strike. Tapio also, to my understanding, is a really, really good wrestler. He's drawn some interest in football from North Dakota State, I believe. And here's the 0-1. Tapio's going to foul that one up. Tyler Powers giving chase behind the plate. He's going to settle underneath it, and that ball's going to fall harmlessly down, so it'll be no balls, 2 strikes. Tyler just underran it just a little bit. It's one thing that they're going to have to, Cherry's going to have to work through is the growing pains from their young catcher. Freshman this year, first year starting at catcher. He's done a great job behind the plate in terms of blocking balls, throwing out runners. He'll get there. As he looks in, he gets the 0-2. Here it is. And that ball's going to be swung on and missed as he just kind of gets him on the off-speed pitch. So that's 3 up, 3 down for the 8th grader. Impressive first inning. As he gets Tapio out swinging. Well, the batting order for the Tigers is still a work in progress. The top 3 remain the same, but after 3, it seems to be a little bit of touch and go. So we've got Isaiah Asama leading off, followed by Noah Sundquist, and then Noah Asama with Andrew Staples today batting cleanup. Zay comes in today batting .500 on the season with 5 RBI, 7 base on balls, and 10 stolen bases to lead the team. His base on balls and stolen bases both lead in that category. Well, for those of you watching at home or at work or listening, we sure like to thank you for your support. The boys thank you. Both teams full of good players, good kids. Always nice to get a chance to showcase their talents. Well, Niska says he's ready to go. So, Isaiah Asma leading off. See if he can help his cause here. Niska gets a sign. Here's the 0-0. And that ball's going to be low past the catcher, so it'll be 1 ball, no strikes to the 8th grader. Here's the 1-0. That ball's going to be right in there. Zay's going to foul that one back. He's on it, but just a little underneath it. 1 ball, 1 strike to the leadoff hitter. Here's the 1-1. And that's going to be an off speed that just was a little too high. 2 balls, 1 strike, and a good take. Niska gets it. Here's the 2-1. That one's going to be in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And that off speed just fools him, gets him buckled as he goes down looking. Good off speed pitch from Niska. Gets the 8th grader. That'll bring up Noah Sundquist. Noah batting .385 on the year. He's got 6 runs and 5 base on balls to his name so far. As he looks out the 0-0 and takes a first pitch strike. Let's see if Cherry can keep the momentum going from putting up 16 versus Ashby. And that one's actually going to hit the... Yep. No. Excuse me, I thought it hit him, but it didn't. So it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike as that pitch actually ends up behind Noah Sundquist. Niska looks in. Here's the 1-1. And that's going to be off speed, outside, and high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Noah threw well against New York Mills, but was undone by a couple of untimely errors. Took 93 pitches to get through 7 innings as he looks at another ball. So it'll be 3 balls, 1 strike now. Here's the 3-1, and he works a 5-pitch walk. That'll bring up Noah Asama. Young freshman's leading Cherry in a couple of categories. He's batting .667 on the season. Hit his first home run of the year versus Ashby, and is leading the team with 11 RBIs and 11 hits. As the young right-hander digs in, here's the pitch from Niska, and he's going to swing through that one, so it'll be no balls, 1 strike. Niska's done a good job of getting ahead for the last 2 batters. Sonny takes the lead. Niska checks the runner. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be an off-speed pitch that Asama takes for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now to the freshman. Here's the 0-2. Sonny goes. He's going to swing through that one, so it'll be strike 3, but the runner does take second. So you don't see that very often. Noah goes down on 3 pitches, but Sonny does take second on a stolen base. That'll bring up Andrew Staples, the young junior. Andrew having a pretty good year so far, batting .368 and showing some power as he's hit a couple of doubles. He's going to hit a line drive right over the top of the shortstop's head. That ball's going to go past the left field there. That's going to roll almost to the warning track as Staples with a stand-up. He's going to take second base on the air, so it'll be a single and an error. And Cherry's going to score as Sundquist comes all the way around. That's going to bring up Caleb Reinerson. Caleb, the left-handed first baseman. He's going to step into Andrew Staples at second base. That ball's going to be high. So it'll be ball 1. Caleb batting .286 this year with 4 RBIs. 4 base hits have all been singles so far. But the young man does have enough power to run into one. So that one's going to catch him a little too inside, and it's going to saw him off a little bit. So it'll be 1 balls, 1 strike now to Caleb Reinerson. Staples gets a lead at second. Here's the 1-1. Caleb's going to swing through that one. It'll be 1 balls, 2 strikes now. One balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes. Not even going to check him, as it's going to be ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Runner on third base as Staples takes third without a throw. Here's the 2-2. That one's going to be down and in the dirt, but the catcher does a good job of keeping it in front of him. Actually, that was going to be ball 4. Somewhere I missed. Oh, I got Mason Heitzman digging in. Mason playing third base, hitting 6th so far. Mason struggled a little bit at the plate. He's hitting .056 as he looks as a first pitch ball. He's hitting .056 with 3 RBIs, but he does have 5 walks. So he's a kid who can get hot, and he does have some opposite field power at that. Niska looks in. Runner goes from third. That's going to be an off-speed strike right down the middle. So Reinerson takes second on the throw. Staples is going to stay at third base. Runners on second and third for Mason Heitzman. 1 ball, 1 strike to the sophomore as he looks at ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now. Niska checks the runner, and here's the 2-1, and that one's going to be low outside. It's going to get past the catcher. Staples makes the hard run from home, and he's going to score without a play at the plate. On that play, Reinerson's going to take third. Staples is going to come all the way home, and now it's Cherry 2, Mount Iron 0. 3 balls, 1 strike now to the sophomore. Again, Caleb Reinerson's going to take third base on that pass ball as Andrew Staples scores. Niska looks in, gets the sign that he wants, checks the runner. Here's the 3-1, and that's going to be low as well, so it's going to be a 5-pitch walk for Mason Heitzman. Runners on the corners, and the big hitting DH, Jake Koskela, comes in. Jake hitting .333 on the year with 3 runs and 5 base on balls, too. Jake's DHing today for Tyler Powers, who's been playing at catcher. And there's going to be a mound visit. Runners on first and third here, bottom of the first inning, as Jake looks at a first pitch ball. Runners on first and third, bottom of the first, Cherry up 2-0. Noah Sundquist was the first to score on a left field single as the runner goes. Jake looks at a second pitch strike, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike now. But Noah Sundquist scored on a single by Andrew Staples. Scored on a single to, he looks at a third pitch ball. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Here comes the 2-1. And that one's going to be outside as well. 3 balls, 1 strike to the senior. Runners on second and third. Bottom of the first inning, 2 down. Cherry up 2-0. Here's the 3-1. That one's going to be an off speed. That one's going to fall down in there for a strike, so it'll be a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jay Koskela. Bottom of the first, runners on second and third. Cherry with the 2-0 lead. Here's the payoff pitch, and Jake's going to foul that one off. It's going to be out of play down the first baseline. Noah Sundquist scored on a single by Andrew Staples to left field, and then Andrew Staples scored on a passed ball after he stole third base. Here's the 3-2, and that's going to be off speed, and it's going to be swung through for strike 3. As Niska strikes out the 3 hitters, he got all 3 out through strikeout, but he does give up 2 runs. So at the end of 1, it's Cherry 2, Mount Iron 0. All right, well, Zay lets everybody know he's good to go, and stepping in will be the number 4 hitter, Barini. Zay worked a 1-2-3 inning with a strikeout of Tapio. Well, we'll see what the young 8th grader can do here. As first pitch strike, as Barini's going to swing over the top of it. Here's the 0-1. And that's going to be ball 1, just a little bit low, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike to Barini. And that's going to be fouled off, straight back out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the cleanup hitter for Mount Iron. Here's the 1-2. And that ball's going to be hit center field, just a little soft pop-up. Sundquist's going to settle underneath that one and gather it in. So that'll be the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Niska, the brother of the other Niska, number 20, who is also the catcher. Could be the cousin, too. So Niska's going to dig in, and here's the first pitch. That's going to be a little inside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that ball's going to be a soft shot, but that's going to be off the glove of the pitcher, and that's going to cause an infield hit. So a high hop pitcher tried to make the athletic play, bounced off of his glove, and that'll be an infield hit for Niska. Top of the second inning. As number 3 Gala steps in, and he's going to swing under a first pitch strike. Number 20 Niska at first base, courtesy of an infield single. Asima's going to check the runner, get the sign. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be swung on and missed 2. Strike 2. So the young 8th grader works ahead. No balls, 2 strikes now to Gallus. Top of the second inning. Cherry up 2-0. Number 20 Niska on first base. 1 out. Here comes the third pitch. That ball's going to be hit softly into right field. Diving grab attempt is going to be dropped by Evan Graves. Evan didn't quite get the read on that, and he's going to get a late break for the ball. And on the dive, he's not going to be able to complete the catch. So that's going to be back-to-back singles for the Mount Iron Rangers. That'll bring up the champ. Mount Iron right fielder. Runners on first and second. That's going to be a soft ground ball to Ian Kimmis, who's going to gather it up and make the play to first to Caleb Reinerson. So 1 pitch gets the out. But runners do advance. So now for Mount Iron, you get runners on second and third. Top of the second inning here. Mount Iron down 2-0 to Cherry with number 13 up to bat as he's going to look at a first pitch ball. This will be Dunn, the second baseman, number 13. Well, Zay gets what he wants. He's going to check the runners. Here's the 1-0. That ball's going to be popped up. Catcher thinks he's got a play on a Tyler Powers. He's going to get called off by the pitcher, Isaiah Asima, who makes the grab as Cherry gets out of the inning and out of trouble. So at the end of 1.5, it's going to be Cherry 2, Mount Iron 0. Mount Iron was threatening at the end of that half inning with runners on second and third, but Isaiah Asima gets a soft ground out to second base and then a pop-up to Zay and gets himself out of the inning. due up here at the bottom of the second inning for the Cherry Tigers is going to be Evan Graves, Ian Kimmis, and then top of the lineup again with Isaiah Asama. Again, if you're enjoying the broadcast, please hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, head over to the boys' YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button as well. As Evan Graves steps in, and he's going to look at a first pitch strike. Evan comes in today hitting .250 with 7 runs scored and 3 base on balls, having a bit of a bounce back after a tough year at the plate last year. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Evan puts the bat on it, and that ball's going to be hit to second base, but it hit a little too hard. Actually, he should be. They're going to call him safe, so that's an error on the first baseman as he drops that throw by the second baseman. So Evan Graves is going to reach first base on an error. That's going to bring Ian Kimmis up to bat. Ian, freshman, has worked his way into the starting lineup, playing second base in the last few games, as he looks at a first pitch ball. Ian comes in today hitting .167 with a run scored in limited action, but he should find himself as a bit of a lineup stalwart here moving forward just because of his defense. So here's the 1-0. That's going to be off-speed pitch, and that's going to find the strike zone too. Niska's been able to find the strike zone fairly reliably with that off-speed pitch. Evan Graves on first base, bottom of the second inning. Cherry up 2-0. Kimmis at bat as Kimmis looks at ball 2. That's going to be a little low. 2 balls, 1 strike to the young freshman. Niska gets the sign he wants. He's going to check the runner. Here's the throw. 2-1. That ball's going to be swung on and missed, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Ian Kimmis. Here's the 2-2 as the runner goes. That's going to be, he's going to be underneath that. That pitch was actually going to be called a ball high, so it'll be 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count now. As Graves takes second on the stolen base. Runner at second, Ian Kimmis at bat with a full count. Here's the 3-2, and that's going to be swung on and missed. Strike 3, Kimmis goes down swinging. First out of the inning, that's going to bring up Isaiah Asama. Zay struck out looking in his first at bat. Bottom of the second inning, Cherry up 2-0. Runner on second base with 1 out. Leadoff hitter Isaiah Asama up the bat as he's going to look at a first pitch strike. And that ball off-speed pitch is going to be called a ball, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike now to the young 8th grader. Here's the 1-1. And Zay's going to put a charge into that one, but it's going to just be kind of a lazy fly ball out to center field. Center fielder's going to settle underneath that and make the catch, so that'll be the second out of the inning. Runner's going to stay at second base. That'll bring up Noah Sundquist. Noah reached base on a base on balls his last at bat. Runner on second base from Cherry. Cherry up 2-0, bottom of the second inning. Here's the 0-0 as Sundquist is going to look at a first pitch ball. And he's going to check the runner here at second on the throw, but that throw is going to be well late. Runner gets back in time. Graves reached first base on an error by the first baseman, dropping the throw. Took second on a steal. That's how he got there. And that's just going to be a real soft little kind of infield pop right there. But the shortstop's going to jump in front of that and make the nice throw to first base, who gathers it up, and Sundquist gets out. Well, that'll do it for Cherry here at the bottom of the second inning. So at the end of 2, it's going to be Cherry 2, Mount Iron 0. Top of the third inning here for Mount Iron. Coming up to bat will be Anderson leading off the inning, and then it'll be back to the top of the order with Niska and Tiedemann. Mount Iron down 2-0 to Cherry right now. Having a hard time getting anything going against the 8th grader Isaiah Osma on the mound. So Anderson up to bat. Anderson playing left field today. So he looks in, gets what he wants. Here comes the 0-0. And he'll deliver a first pitch strike to Anderson. So he's done a good job working ahead today. Here's the 0-1, and that one's going to be down in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. That ball's going to be rocketed back at the pitcher. Zay makes a nice stab at it. Gathers himself and makes the easy throw out to Caleb Reinerson for the first out. That's going to bring up top of the order Niska for Mount Iron. Niska flied out to center field his last at-bat. Zay gets what he wants, and here comes the 0-0. That one's going to be in there, and a little low. It's going to be ball 1. Zay working fast again. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That's going to find the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Niska. And here comes the 1-1. And that's going to be off speed. A little check swing fouled off down the first baseline. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes as Isaiah gets ahead. So he gets the sign he wants. Here's the 1-2. That's just going to be a little outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Here's the 2-2. That one's going to be low, a little underneath the catcher, so Niska works the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This will be the first time today that a hitter for Mount Iron has worked the count full against the 8th grader. See if they can take advantage. And that ball's going to be fouled off down the third baseline, so Niska stays alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Top of the third inning, Mount Iron down 2-0 to Cherry with 1 out. Niska at the plate. Here's the 3-2. That was a nice spot, but they're going to call that a ball. From this angle, I can't quite tell where that missed. And that'll be the first walk today issued by the 8th grader. Runner at first base, number 11 at bat. That ball's going to be high, so 1 ball, no strikes now to Tiedemann. Top of the 3rd inning, Cherry up 2-0. Runner goes, pitch high. Tyler throws it down. Ball's not going to be in time as the runner takes second base on the steal. Two balls, no strikes now to Tiedemann. The 8th grader finds himself in a little bit of a jam as Mount Iron's got a runner in scoring position with their number 2 hitter at the plate. Tiedemann hits the ball high. It's going to be a fly ball to center field. Sundquist again settles underneath it. He's going to make the grab, get the ball into Noah Asama so that the runner has to stay at second. And just like that, it's going to be 2 down now for Mount Iron. Two down now, and Tapio up the plate. Tapio went down swinging last at bat. And the young man does have the power, though, to put it out. And here's the 0-0 pitch. That one's going to be a little high, so it'll be 1 ball, no strikes now to Tapio. Tapio, easily the most dangerous hitter on the Mount Iron lineup. Top of the 3rd inning, Mount Iron down 2-0 to Cherry with Niska at second base. That ball's going to be in the dirt. The runner goes. Powers makes the throw down to 3rd. Mason can't quite corral that throw as the runner's going to be down there in time. Two balls, no strikes now to Tapio. Mount Iron with a runner at 3rd base. And that ball's going to get hit hard at Mason Heitzman. Mason, the 3rd baseman, makes the long throw over to 1st. Caleb Reinerson doesn't make the dig. So that's going to be an error on the 3rd baseman as the runner's going to score. So it'll be 2-1, and Tapio takes second on the error. That'll bring up Barini. Barini last time flied out to center field. Tapio here at second. Barini's going to swing through that one, so it'll be no balls, 1 strike now to the Mount Iron cleanup hitter. Top of the 3rd inning, 2 down. Tapio at second base for Mount Iron. Barini at the plate on an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that ball's going to be a little low, so it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike. Tapio gets the lead. Here's the 1-1. That ball's going to be fouled out of play down the 3rd baseline. 1 ball, 2 strike now to Barini. We'll see if the 8th grader can work his way out of a jam on this one. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the cleanup hitter. Here's the 1-2. That ball's going to be down in the dirt. Powers can't stop that one as Tapio's going to take 3rd base on that. So pass ball will allow Tapio to take 3rd. And it's a 2-2 count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That ball's going to be high. So for the 2nd time today, Mount Iron's worked the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the cleanup hitter for Mount Iron. Tapio on 3rd base, 2 down. And that ball's going to get hit hard, but Mason Heitzman makes the diving play at 3rd base for the out as Cherry gets out of the inning. So at the end of 2.5, Cherry 2, Mount Iron 1 on the error from 1st baseman Caleb Reinerson. Due up for Cherry here at the bottom of the 3rd inning is going to be Noah Asama, Andrew Staples, and Caleb Reinerson. We'd like to thank those of you for watching and listening who can't be here at the ballpark today. If you haven't hit that like button yet and you enjoy our broadcast, please do so. If you haven't subscribed to the Boys YouTube channel, we encourage you to go over there. There's more than just baseball and basketball content. And hit that subscribe button and the notification tab as well so that you can get notified and never miss a video from us. Noah Asama steps up to the plate as Niska lets everybody know he's ready to go.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is O. H to the OV. I used to move snowflakes by the
As he's going to look at a first pitch strike. Noah went down swinging his last at bat. Here's the 0-1. That ball's going to be high. 1 ball, 1 strike now to the number 3 hitter for Cherry. Noah leading the team this year with 11 RBIs and batting .667 coming into today. As Noah's going to pop that ball up, it's going to be just drifting into right field as the right fielder settles underneath it and makes the catch. For the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up cleanup hitter Andrew Staples. Andrew playing left field today. Andrew hit a single his first at-bat to left field that squirted past Anderson and was able to take second base on the air as he's going to look at a first pitch ball. Andrew, a good football player as well. Started to draw some interest from some colleges for football as he looks at a second pitch ball. So 2 balls, no strikes now to the cleanup hitter for Cherry. Here comes the 2-0. That's going to be off speed. They're going to call that one a strike, though, so it'll be 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1, and that one's going to be down and in the dirt. So it'll be 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 3-1, and he's going to draw the walk. So good job by Andrew and plate discipline there. Draws the 5-pitch walk as he gets himself on base for the second time today. That's going to bring up first baseman Caleb Reinerson. Caleb reached center base on balls his last at-bat. Caleb comes in today hitting .286 with 4 RBIs on the year. And Staples gets the lead, and here comes the 0 pitch as Caleb Reinerson's going to swing through that one. So it'll be no balls, 1 strike to the first baseman. comes the 0-1. That one's going to be low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good eye by the first baseman. Pretty rare to see an error committed by him at the top of the first inning. He's one of the better defensive first basemen you're going to find in high school baseball. And here's the 1-1. As that ball's going to be low, so it'll be 2 balls, 1 strike now. Staples has the lead. Here comes the 2-1. Reinerson's going to swing over the top of that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Staples has the lead. Staples going. Reinerson's going to look at a third pitch strike. Staples gets in there, and that's going to be a strike him out, throw him out, end of the inning. So a double play from Mount Iron as he gets a strike him out, throw him out, and that gets Mount Iron out of it. So at the end of 3, still Cherry 2, Mount Iron 1. Due up for Mount Iron here at the top of the 4th inning is going to be Niska, number 20, the catcher, followed by Gallus, the 6-hitter, and DeChamp, the right fielder, the 7-hitter. Well, Zay gives the signal he's ready to go. As Niska comes trotting out. 8th grader has worked fast and efficiently to this point. A couple of 1 error undid him in that last inning, as well as a couple of walks. And Niska looks at a first pitch ball. That's going to be low. Here's the 1-0. And that's going to be low as well, so it'll be 2 balls, no strikes to Niska. Niska, the Mount Iron catcher today. Here comes the 2-0. And that's going to be swung on and missed. Strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike now. Here comes the pitch, and that ball's going to be kind of sawed off. Little ground ball to first base as Zay fields his position well and throws it to first base to get the out. That'll bring up Gallus, number 3, the center fielder for Mount Iron, who reached base last time on an infield single. Correction. He reached base on a right field single that dropped just in front of Evan Graves. So here's the 0-0 pitch, and that's going to be a little sawed-off shot. Mason Heitzman charging, tries to make the play, can't handle it, and that's going to be an error on Mason Heitzman. Yeah, that'll be an infield single. That was a tough play for Mason to make. Top of the fourth inning here for Mount Iron. They're down 2-1. They've got a runner on. That ball's going to be fouled off, so it'll be strike one on the champ, as he did not do a good job of getting his bat out of the way. One down for Mount Iron. Top of the fourth inning, Mount Iron down 2-1. They've got number 3 Gallus on first base. Zay gets the sign he wants. That ball's going to be fouled off too, straight down and back. So it's going to be no balls, 2 strikes to DeChamp, the right fielder for Mount Iron. Gallus reached first base courtesy of an infield single, just a real soft ground ball up the third baseline. That ball's going to be strike 3. So he's going to strike him out. That'll be 2 down now as Isaiah strikes out DeChamp. That's going to bring up Dunn, the second baseman. Dunn grounded out to Isaiah, his last at bat, as he looks at that, and he's going to pop that one up and out of play. So it'll be no balls, 1 strike to Dunn. Zay's doing a good job of working fast and efficiently. Gets it. Here's the 0-2. Actually, the 0-1. He's going to swing over the top of that, and it's going to be no balls, 2 strikes now. 2 down here for Mount Iron in the top of the fourth inning. They're down 2-1 to Cherry. Isaiah Asma on the mound. And here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's going to be fouled back out of play, so it'll be no balls, 2 strikes still, as Dunn fights him off. Zay gets the sign he wants. He's going to check the runner. He's going to throw that in there. That ball's going to get hit to Noah Asama. Noah's not going to be able to make the play. They're going to third base on that. Good job by Caleb Reinerson. Heads up play to throw it to third as the runner tried to take third. And Mason Heitzman's going to tag him out. So there was a kind of a soft line drive that fell just in front of Noah Asama. Noah gathered it up, made the throw to first. The throw wasn't going to be on time on that play. Gallus, who was at second, tried to take third on the throw to first. Reinerson grabs the ball, makes the throw to third. Mason Heitzman grabs that throw from Reinerson and applies the tag to Gallus, who gets out. Up to bat for the Cherry Tigers here in the bottom of the fourth is going to be Mason Heitzman, Jay Koskela, Evan Graves, followed by Ian Kimmis. All right, bottom of the fourth inning. Niska still on the mound for Mount Iron as Mason Heitzman steps into bat. Mason reached base on a walk, his first plate appearance today as he looks at a first pitch ball. Be nice to see Cherry get a couple of runs and start to build a little bit of a separation and score here. As Mason's going to look at a strike right down the middle. Cherry is 3-3, but in all 3 games they've had more than their fair share of opportunities to come away with the win. So they could easily be 5-1 or 6-0 as Mason's going to swing through that off-speed pitch, and he's going to fall down 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Mason's going to get sawed off on that one as he's going to go down in 4 pitches with a stringing strikeout. That's going to bring up Jake Koskela. Jake struck out swinging his last at-bat. Cherry's 3 losses have been to Hayfield, last year's state Class A runner-up, 9-7. As the big first baseman looks at ball 1. They also lost to Greenway Nashwauk 7-2 in a game with a lot of errors. As Jake's going to pop that ball up, first baseman's going to try to settle underneath it down in foul territory, and he's going to make the play. So it's a first baseman on first baseman crime as Koskela pops out to him. That's going to bring up Evan Graves. Evan reached base his last at-bat on an error by the first baseman. Evan comes in today hitting .250 with 7 runs scored and 3 base on balls. And Cherry's 3rd loss is New York Mills this past Friday as Evan swings over the top of that one. It'll be no balls, 1 strike. Well, they lost to New York Mills 6-7 in a game when they had the lead going into the bottom of the 7th inning. As Evan holds off on that one in the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. So I guess you could say that Cherry could easily come into today going 5-1. Their only true loss coming to that Greenway Nashwauk team. And here's the one. And that ball's going to be low too. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to the senior. Evan hit a sharp ground ball to the second baseman his last at bat. As he hits another one right out to the second baseman, Evan trying to hustle down that line, but he's going to be not in time as that throw is going to beat him there. So Cherry goes 3 up, 3 down, and it's the end of the 4th inning with Cherry leading 2, Mount Iron 1. Coming back out on the mound for the Cherry Tigers is going to be Isaiah Asama. Up the bat for Mount Iron, it's going to be Anderson, the 9-hitter, followed by the top of the order, which will be Niska and Tiedemann. Anderson hit a pretty sharp ground ball back up to the pitcher that Isaiah was able to field and throw over to first base for the out his last at bat. Well, we'll see if the 8th grader can keep the momentum going. Oh, Anderson digs in. Zay gets the sign he wants, and here comes the 0-0. And that's going to be low, ball one. And here's the 1-0. And that's going to be low two, so it'll be 2 balls, no strikes to the 9-hitter. And that ball's going to be chopped down the third baseline. Mason digs in, makes the play and the throw. That's going to be past the third baseman. But good backup by Evan Graves isn't going to allow, as that's going to be ruled an infield single. Tough play for Mason Heitzman, as Evan does have a little bit of a speed to him. As the 9-hitter for Mount Iron gets on base, and that'll bring up Niska, their leadoff hitter. Niska's reached base on the only walk that Isaiah's issued today, and he's flied out to Noah Sundquist in center field. And he's going to foul the first pitch off, so it'll be no balls to 1 strike now to the leadoff hitter. Top of the 5th inning, Mount Iron down 2-1. Evan Anderson, the 9-hitter on first base for Mount Iron, courtesy of an infield single down the third baseline, as Niska's going to foul that ball off, so it'll be no balls, 2 strikes to Mount Iron's leadoff hitter. Anderson gets a little bit of a lead. Here's the pitch. That ball's just going to be softly hit, just a soft drop just through the barrel right on the ball, and it's going to fall harmlessly between third base and shortstop. So Mount Iron gets their first 2 batters on base here to start the top of the 5th inning. That's going to bring up Tiedemann. Tiedemann today, who's flied out to center field and grounded out to third base today. Nobody down. Mount Iron's got something going here, as Tiedemann's going to look at a first pitch strike. Mount Iron doesn't have anybody out. Top of the 5th inning, they're down 2-1. The Cherry runners on first and second. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That ball's going to be a little inside, so it'll be 1 ball to 1 strike now to Tiedemann. Here's the pitch. That ball's going to be grounded right to third base. Noah Asma was indecisive about what to do there, so instead of going to third, he just kind of juggled it. Wasn't sure what to do, so he's going to reach on an infield single. So bases loaded here, top of the 5th inning. Cherry up 2-1, nobody out. As Tapio's going to look at a first pitch ball. 1 balls, no strikes now to Tapio. Tapio's reached first base on an error by the first baseman and struck out looking. Correction, struck out swinging. He's going to look at a second pitch strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to the number 3 hitter for Mount Iron. That ball's going to be popped up. That should be an infield fly, as Isaiah gets Tapio to pop out to shortstop. So that's going to be the first out of the inning. 1 down now, bases loaded, top of the 5th inning. Cherry up 2-1. Number 5, the 4 hitter, Barini up to bat. Barini's popped out to Mason and flied out to center field. Here's the 0-0. That ball's going to be a sharp shot. Second chance for a double play, and he's going to get the double play ball as Cherry gets out of the inning. Great job by Cherry to make up for some of the miscues as they get out of that with bases loaded, nobody out. Fantastic defense by Cherry Tigers. as they turn the double play. As they turn the 6-4-3, and Cherry's allowed to get out of the inning. Good job by the 8th grader. And Cherry maintains their lead 2-1. Leading off for Cherry here in the bottom of the 5th inning is going to be Ian Kimmis, followed by top of the order for Cherry. So it'll be Ian Kimmis, Isaiah Osma, Noah Sundquist. Cherry's got a chance to keep trying to put some runs on the board to get some separation for their pitcher. Niska back out there. Hello, everyone. Sorry for that interruption. We were trying to figure out how to work the PA system here. Couldn't quite get it figured out. And that ball's going to be past the catcher. Noah Osimo's going to take third. He's going to round, think about going home. He's going to change his mind on it, though. Staples digs in. And he's going to look at a ball as that's going to be inside. Here's the pitch. Staples is going to swing through that one, so that's going to be a strikeout. That's going to bring up Caleb Reinerson. Pass ball. That's going to allow Noah Osimo to score easily on that one. So that's going to bring the lead 4-1 in favor of Cherry. No balls, one ball, no strikes now to the senior as he's going to look at ball two. And he's going to swing right through another pitch, so it'll be 2 balls, 1 strike now. Caleb struck out looking and reached base on a walk today. Here comes the 2-1. That one's going to be down and in the dirt. 3 balls, 1 strike now to the senior first baseman. And that's going to bring a mound visit from the Mount Iron head coach. As that might be the book on Niska for the day. Yep, there'll be a pitching change here at Cherry as number 11, the third baseman. That's going to be Tiedemann. He's going to come in for Niska. Niska's going to move to third base. Bottom of the 5th inning, Cherry with a 5-1 lead over Mount Iron, starting to break things open here at the bottom of the 5th. Well, Tiedemann lets him know he's ready to go. So Caleb now 3 balls, 1 strike to Reinerson as he's going to dig in versus Tiedemann. Cherry leading 5-1. Bottom of the 5th inning. Cherry with 2 down. Here's the 3-1, and Reinerson's going to draw the walk. That's going to bring up Mason Heitzman. Mason, first pitch swinging, is going to foul that one straight back. He's going to fall behind. No balls, 1 strike. Mason's struck out swinging today and reached base on a walk. And here's the 0-1 pitch. That ball's going to be high. Throw down to first to see if they can catch Reinerson sleeping, but he gets back in time. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch is going to be a strike. That one's been a little high. I don't think he's given that one to very many people today. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Mason Heitzman. Here comes the 1-2. That's a long, slow curveball that catches Mason right in his tracks. And Tiedemann comes in and gets out of the inning. So, at the end of 5, Cherry 5, Mount Iron 1. Due up for Mount Iron will be Niska, Gallus, and DeChamp. And it looks like the 8th graders getting sent back out there. Zay's had a pretty good game here, giving up 1 unearned run on 6 hits to this point, but all singles. A lot of them real soft ground balls. Last inning, Mount Iron had the bases loaded with nobody out. Cherry strikes out. Zay actually gets Tapio to pop out, and then he induces a 6-4-3 double play. So we'll see if he can keep the momentum going. He tells Tyler he's ready to go. They throw the ball around, and Niska looks to dig into bat. Top of the 6th inning, Mount Iron down 5-1. Their 5, 6, 7 hitters due up. First pitch, that's going to be swung on and hit. Ground ball to the shortstop. Noah's going to grab that and throw out to first base, and he's going to get Niska out. Noah did a good job of just knocking that ball down, gathering himself and making the strong throw to first, as 1 pitch, 1 out so far for Zay. That'll bring up Gallus. Gallus reached base on a single his last at-bat, as he looks at a first pitch ball. Eighth grader working fast again. He's going to get Gallus to swing through that one, so it'll be 1 pitch. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike now to Gallus. Gallus, the center fielder from Mount Iron. And here's the 1-1. That ball's going to be hit to shortstop. Noah's going to grab that. He's going to make the throw over to first, and that's going to be safe. Gallus had the speed to beat that one out. Another infield single. So Gallus on base for the 3rd time today. And that'll bring up the champ who struck out looking his last at bat. And he's going to swing over the first pitch straight. No balls, one strike now to the right fielder. Mount Iron down 5-1 here, top of the 6th inning. Runner on first base, one out. Here's the 0-1. That one's going to be swung on and missed, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to the champ, the right fielder for Mount Iron. Zay takes a look at the runner, gets the sign. Here's the delivery, and that ball's going to be chopped right at shortstop. Noah's going to gather that in, take it to second. Try to make the throw to turn the double play, but it's not going to be in time. But the lead runner does get out. So the champ on first base, 2 down now for Mount Iron, and that'll bring Dunn up to bat. Dunn singled his last at bat. Correction, reached first on a fielder's choice. Zay's going to check the runner. Here's the throw to home. And that ball's going to be low, so it'll be no balls, 1 ball, no strike. Dunn has popped out to the pitcher and reached on the fielder's choice today. Here comes the second pitch. That ball's going to be high, no good. 2 balls, no strikes now to Dunn. Mount Iron down 5-1 here, top of the 6th inning. They've got 2 down, runner on first, Dunn at bat. Here's the 2-0, and that's going to be swung on a missed, strike 1. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes as the 8th graders worked hard to even it up. He'll come set. Here's the 2-2, and that ball's going to be popped out of play, so Dunn stays alive. Zay checks the runner. He'll come set. Here's the throw to home, and that's going to be swung on and missed. Strike 3 as Mount Iron goes down. Well, they get an infield single, but they can't capitalize on it. So at the end of 5.5, Cherry 5, Mount Iron 1. Due up for Cherry here at the bottom of the 6th inning is going to be Jake Koskela, Evan Graves, followed by Ian Kimmis. Tiedemann back out there for Mount Iron as Jake Koskela steps up to bat. Jake today is flied out to the first baseman and struck out looking. correction, he's gone down swinging as he looks at a first pitch ball. And Jake puts a little bit of a swing on that one, and that ball's going to be fielded by the first baseman, by the pitcher, who grabs it and will tag Jake out on the baseline. That's going to bring up Evan Graves. Evan, who's reached base on an error by the first baseman today and grounded out to second base. First pitch, Evan puts a good swing on that, and that's going to be a fly ball into the outfield. Center fielder settles underneath that, and that's going to be an out. So 3 pitches, 2 outs now. For Tiedemann, that's going to bring up Ian Kimmis. Correction. Stepping in for Ian Kimmis will be Alex Belajeski pinch hitting. Let's see if the senior can get something going here. Yes, he's going to look at a first pitch strike. Alex puts a good swing on it, but he's going to pull that one foul down the third baseline. No balls, 2 strikes now to the senior. Two down now for Cherry. Cherry up 5-1 over Mount Iron. And a long, slow, looping curveball is going to be high. Good take by the senior. 1 ball, 2 strikes now for Alex. Alex had a pretty good hit at New York Mills. Really played well, but he's going to go down swinging on this one. So that's it. At the end of 6, it's going to be Cherry 5, Mount Iron 1. Oh, they're going to send Zay back out there to see if he can't finish out what he started here and throw a complete game. Due up for Mount Iron will be Anderson, the 9-hitter, followed by the top of the order, Niska and Tiedemann. So Jose lets everybody know he's ready. Anderson gets ready to step in. Anderson's reached on a single today, and he's grounded out to the pitcher. And first pitch fouled off. So Jose gets ahead. No balls, 1 strike. Eighth grader still working fast. Looks to have some pretty decent stuff still. And that ball's going to get popped up to right field. Evan Graves settles underneath it, and that's going to be the first out. 2 pitches, 1 out here for the 8th grader, as Anderson's going to fly out to Evan Graves in right field. That'll bring Niska, top of the lineup, over. Niska today has had a single, a base on ball, and he's flied out to center field. First pitch swing, and that's going to be pulled foul down the third baseline as Zay gets ahead. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. That ball's going to be off speed, pulled foul. Bunch of Tigers giving chase, but that's going to fall down the third baseline in foul territory, harmless. So it'll be no balls, 2 strikes to Niska. Here's the 0-2. And that's going to be fouled off, so it'll be no balls, 2 strikes as Niska stays alive. And that one's going to be down and in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2. Good idea, but he took it. So it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Niska, the leadoff hitter for Mount Iron. That ball's going to get pulled down the left field line. That's going to be fair ball. Andrew Staples dives to try to make a stop, but that ball's going to fall underneath him. Staples gets up, gets the ball in as Niska's into second with a stand-up double. Staples made a good attempt at it, just fell down underneath his glove, so that's going to fall down. That'll bring up Teeterman now. 1 down, runner on second base, number 2 hitter for Mount Iron up to bat. Mount Iron trailing 5-1. And that ball's going to be high, so it'll be 1 ball, no strike to Tiedemann. Here's the 1-0, and that ball's going to be hit center field. Noah Sundquist settles underneath it. That's going to get right to him. He's going to gather that up, get it into short, so it'll be 2 down now with Damian Tapio coming up to bat. Pretty neat here in Cherry if you have a chance to see an 8th grader throw a complete game at the varsity level. It doesn't happen very often. And here's the 0-0 pitch. That one's going to be a little outside. 1 ball, no strikes to the dangerous hitting Tapio. Tapio's popped out to short, reached first on an error, and struck out as he's going to hit a high chopper to short. Noah's going to grab it, gather it in, try to make the throw to first. It's not going to be in time. They're going to make the throw to home. Now he's in a rundown. And that's going to be it. So Niska gets caught in the rundown between third and home, and that's going to do it here in Cherry, Minnesota, as the 8th grader Isaiah Osama throws the complete game. 1 run. Great job by Cherry today as the offense finally came alive here in the 5th inning. Well, I'm Robert Pearson for your Cherry Tigers boys baseball, and that's going to do it from Cherry, Minnesota, as the Cherry Tigers pull out the hard-earned win over Mount Iron Rangers. Cherry 5, Mount Iron 1. This has been Robert Pearson for Cherry Boys Baseball. Thank you very much, and we'll see you guys tomorrow as the Cherry Tigers take on the Rock Ridge Wolverines here in